Hello, you're watching Onbill TV, and in today's special show, we will be exploring the topic of fitness. And to speak more on this topic, we've got 6 eminent panelists who will be speaking more on fitness. Today, we will also introduce to you the Performing Arts with Fitness, an organization that aims to make Nagaland fitter. In the panel, we also have representatives from schools to divulge more regarding fitness of students and how fitness plays a massive role in the development of our students. So without any delay, we'll now meet the panel.
My name is Toby Chopi. I am the trainers manager of PAWF Nagaland.
Hello, I'm Talitam Jan, master trainer of PAWF Nagaland, expert in group exercise.
Hi everyone, this is Zain, the co-owner of Fit Factory Gym and Spa.
Hi, this is Tailna Tamjin. I am the managing director of PAWF Nagaland.
Hello everyone, my name is Tushijong La. I'm representing Hope Academy. I am the coordinator of ET section.
Hi everyone, my name is Shetoni Kirotaka. I'm the administrator and proprietor of Spring Blossoms Academy.
All right, thank you panel for joining us today on Onbill TV and also for willing to speak about a topic which is highly trending at the moment, especially in our state, and also with the government pushing for fitness overall over India. So now, without getting to the main part, we will also be talking more about the fitness festival that is going to be held on November 5th, and the organizers are the Performing Arts with Fitness, and we'll try and find out what their organization is about and also what kind of work do they involve themselves in. So we'll speak to the MD. Miss, ma'am, can you tell us more about the Performing Arts with Fitness? When was it formed and what's your goal?
Yeah, sure. Me and my partner, we started Performing Arts with Fitness way back 2015 with a vision and a mission, which is Fitter Nagaland. And it's been 7 years, and earlier at the beginning it was really hard. We are not saying that it's easier now, but you know, things are pretty much good, awesome, I would say. And we are just doing our best what we can do for the society, because we know for sure that this is the need of the hour. So that's...
So the Performing Arts with Fitness, what kind of training programs do you guys inculcate and encourage? And also, is this like a fixed closed door kind of a training regime, the exercises that you guys train people?
So our 4th day is group exercise. So we are service providers, and we provide services to school, colleges, hospitals, churches, all age, and community in general. So we are not enclosed. We are not closed, but we are also a company where we train the trainers.
Right.
So we produce our own PAWF trainers, and that's how we go to different communities and institute, and we give services to them.
All right, now coming to you, Tali, since a PAWF has been your baby from the time you've been back. So how did you get the idea that, you know, as a fitness, you will start collaborating with schools? I mean, today when we think about fitness, it's mostly to do with individual belief and individual self. But the fact is, how did you get the idea that you need to, now that you are starting to collaborate with schools, corporates, churches, organizations? So how did this idea come about?
I was so fortunate to, got a, from my childhood, I got a professional training in dance. Luckily, I got sponsored from our own government. I went to Mumbai, took a professional training for 3 months in dance, where I have learned salsa, hip hop, six dance forms. So that was my dance journey. Okay. And in sports, I have started in my young age in 2002. That was my first tournament. kickboxing, open championship. That was my first experience. And then, so I never thought this is gonna be my future. It was just my hobby. And I have started my journey into these activities. And sometimes I get an offer for choreographies, small choreographies from different states. And sometimes I get hired from different clubs. Sometimes I need to play for state like Manipur. And sometimes I represent my own state. So in dance and martial arts, these are two different things. One is entertainment, one is sports. So so these are my field. And I have seen in sports, there are lots of sports which are recognized by the government, and there are lots of sports which are not recognized by the government. Example, mixed martial arts. Let me talk about the UFC is in private organizations in martial arts. And Olympic recognized games like Taekwondo, Karate, there are lots of recognized games. So it's really hard for the sports player to, you know, it's an very expensive, sports is an expensive career. So there are lots of things needs to be, you know, sports player needs a lot of support from the family, of course, and of course from the government also. So it's really hard for sports player to reach to their maximum goals without the support of their community. And in dance fields, in entertainment, in our state, we don't have the solid productions where the dancers can, you know, make as a career. Choreographers, if we, being as a choreographer, hardly we get one show per year. That is like we look forward for Hornbill, but that's also, you know, not sure. So the entire year, if you are looking for only one show, it's not gonna work. Yeah. So if you jump to the professional into dance field, you need to make sure there are enough resource, enough productions, so which we don't have in our state. So that's why we especially me, I need to go outside to look for, you know, more resource. So yes, so at the end, alone I cannot do it. The ideas which I have and the visions which I have, I went through hard times during the training period. To make a company, you need a good team. You need a good investment at the same time. So, but it was there in my mind. And I was so fortunate to meet our dear Ma'am Tayan. And we work out something like, she has the same vision, I has the same visions. She has bigger vision than me. And I was shocked. All right. So we started with a small group of people, 10 clients. And then we started our journey, and then it's your passion that will take you to another level. It's been 7 years now. We have been running our PAWF Nagaland successfully. It's growing now, and like-minded people, as you can see, they are sitting around here. So there are lots of people behind us who really love the concept, the idea. We are not looking and we are not promoting our only the PAWF organizations. If there are people who take it as a wrong, so but we are focusing on overall. It's for the society. Yeah. So we started our journey, like ma'am said, 2015, and yes.
Yes, working with children, right? We have, as we work since 2015, we have seen something in us, you know, as including me as being a Naga, is we are not consistent, right? As we are, when we are adult, we have our own daily routine and then fixed. We are fixed somewhere, and we Nagas are not so consistent. So we were working really hard on how we can, what we can do about this. And then this idea struck that if we are not able to penetrate the life of an adult to be consistent and persistent, so we have to actually tap into the world of the grassroots level. So that's how we have came up to an idea of introducing this fitness group exercise, because it doesn't only help the physical but mental, and then mental health is very important for children. And of course Nagaland is tapping into it now, but at those time it was kind of it was just really hidden. I don't know, people were not talking about it. So we went ahead and talked with the school proprietors, and they were really open to this idea, and that's how we started working with schools.
All right. So as I had mentioned before in my introduction, that in today's show we have representatives from the schools too, in which we'll also try and find out how the collaboration started and what was the motive behind it. So both Ma'am Khituni and Ma'am Tushi, it's kind of unheard of like schools in Nagaland collaborating or being in a partnership with private organizations such as PAWF. So what was the motive behind Hope Academy and Spring Blossoms, to collaborate with PAWF and have organized such events?
Hope Academy is a school where we completely focus into holistic development, and initially we know that by the end of the day we also understand that when we talk about holistic development, mental development and physical development is equally important with academic. So when PAWF approached us with the invitation, we knew in that very moment that we have to collaborate, because fitness is something that in our society right now at this present situation where we are in a very sedentary lifestyle, especially after the 2 years of lockdown, life has been very stagnant. So this was an opportunity for us to come in the picture and also promote what we truly believe and stand by.
Ma'am, how about you?
Yeah, for us, Spring Blossoms Academy, as this representative from Hope Academy said, we also believe in all-round development of the children. So our focus is not only on the academics, but we also focus on the scholastic. So when this PAWF Nagaland approached us, it was a golden opportunity for us, and I should say that we are very blessed to collaborate with them, because as mentioned earlier, people and especially the young children are so engaged with the electronics and with the gadgets, and they have a very sedentary lifestyles, and they don't have any interest in activities, especially the physical activities. So in order to train these children when they are very young to lead a healthy lifestyle, we took up this PAWF Nagaland. And also we also believe that physical fitness also will make a person very mentally strong. So if the children are physically fit, they will also excel in their academics. So that is why we are collaborating with PAWF Nagaland. Thank you.
All right. That's so good to hear, and also so many opportunities for the students in both Hope and Spring Blossoms. So I hope they make the maximum of use of the opportunity that they're receiving. Also now coming to you, Zain, talking about the general life and the general scene that we are witnessing in Dimapur. Dimapur is currently witnessing an explosion or a boom of new gyms opening up. So as a proprietor of a gym yourself, what is your personal perception as to how the gym culture is going to survive in the future?
See, when I first came to Dimapur, that was in 2013, and I was here on and off visiting gyms because I myself, I used to work out. So that's when I met Tayan and Tim Chinot as well in 2015. So there are quite few gyms around. And since I'm from a bigger city, so I know how the gyms are there and all that. And people here in Dimapur, especially, I could see them. They all want to be fit. They are fitness enthusiasts, professionals and all that, but they don't have those resources. So I wanted to get that, something different culture. So we got that here, and I can see, and near time, I think Dimapur is going to get a lot of athletes.
Yes.
And in fitness, Dimapur also is going to be one of the, Nagaland is going to be one of the cities or one of those states to come up in fitness.
All right, now we are focusing on the term fitness and also what it means. So we've also got Love, who's a trainer. So in any field that you actually give your heart into, one of the most important things we say is discipline, you know. So as a trainer, how would you rate our Nagas? Do you think that Nagas are lacking in discipline?
To be very honest, like our people, we want everything fast. Like, you know, like we have that mindset that we'll go to gym, we'll get the result within 2-3 months, and then like, you know, like so like you said that discipline is very important, which our people lacks. So when we look at other states or other cities, you know, like investing in fitness, like people, they don't, you know, like they don't even think twice while investing in fitness. But then like our people, you know, when they go to buy, you know, 10-20 kgs of pork, they will just buy it. But then when they when they think about investing in fitness and all, they really like, they think that it's a waste of money, you know. So I just like you know, that discipline, like especially youngsters like me. So we tend to, you know, look at people like in Instagrams and in YouTubes. We think that, you know, like we get the result fast. You know, like most, like even me, when I started this thing, I thought that like this thing, like this fitness is kind of, I thought that this is very easy lifestyle. So I joined in that mentality. But then once I got into it, I like started to know the importance of fitness, and then I came to know that this fitness is not easy. You need discipline, you need consistency, you know, like discipline in eating, discipline in sleeping. So that's the more like most important thing. So once I, you know, like got into fitness, I changed my lifestyle, I would say, because I used to sleep around 2-3 in the morning. So that was really affecting my life and then my education as well. So once I got into this fitness, my discipline changed, and then like directly or indirectly my life changed. So yeah, like discipline and then the consistency is the most important thing, I would say, that our people lacks. So I'm very happy that because of the, you know, like because many gyms are coming up, our people, like the mindset is changing, and then like our ma'am and sir said, our goal is to change that mindset. So us going to the schools and then teaching the kids about fitness, we want to change that mindset of our people, starting from the grassroots level that, you know, you have to be disciplined in everything. So yeah.
I guess the panels have agreed that we Nagas, we lack discipline, so there we need to improve. Well, today on this show, we are also going to speak about the November 5th event, which is called the Fitness Festival. This is going to be organized by the Fitness. So they are going to be hosting it in Don Bosco, and we'll try and find out what this Fitness Festival is all about, and also who are the participants in it, and also what is their motive for a fitter Nagaland. So, ma'am, what is this Fitness Festival all about, and is this a festival where anyone is allowed to come and participate or take part in?
Yes. So way back in 2015, we started with this event, but in 2015 we couldn't call that as a fitness festival because of the lack of resources. At that point of time, I think only 2 gyms that we know of were there. So we couldn't call that as a fitness festival, even though we had this vision. At that very moment in 2015, me and my partner, we already had that vision, and it's just coming to pass as of now. So eventually we have developed that into a fitness festival, but due to the pandemic, we couldn't hold 3 years consistently, and because of our personal thing also. So this year it's going to be our 5th fitness festival, and we are powered by Hope Academy and Spring Blossom Academy, and also sponsored by our Fit Factory Gym and Spa plus Livingstone. They are the one who are empowering us in many ways. And on this day, it's a family day even, in fact. It's a whole day even, so anybody can join. There will be an inter-school competition wherein 10 schools are coming together to compete for a group exercise. And only those, I would say, the children needs to know the fundamental of the exercise. So we can only take those schools that are taking our service for the competition, because that would not be fair for other schools, right? So but there are a few who are participating. On top of that, there will be a fitness battle which will go simultaneously. So we're expecting all the gyms from Nagaland and also neighboring states. They are coming to participate on that day. And after that, we will have our session with us. So we have quite a number of very strong trainers we have, so they will all have this session. But when it is our master trainers session, which will be an hour, the Fit in Nagaland movement, the message we want to put across is, it's not about the way you look, or is it like not about the way that you can be. You can just be where you are, and you can just be fit, if you have the heart and mind to do it. So none other than our proprietors, like Ma'am Sashi of Hope Academy or Ma'am Shiduni of Spring Blossom. They'll all be standing with our master trainer and do tracks with him, just to put across the message that Fitter Nagaland movement is it. This is the need of the hour, and we are on it together, right? And then we will have a light entertainment session at the end of the day, wherein we will have our prominent local artists, Moko Koza and Sinep Lamtor, and many other upcoming artists are coming to perform on that day. And we have prize distributions, we have cash prize, so many things are gonna happen on that day. So everybody is welcome on this day. And even I want to take this opportunity to say that there are so many schools in Dimapur that we are not able to reach out. But so take this opportunity, bring your school, bring your administration, be a part of this historic event which is gonna happen. So we would say we are inviting you all, even though we are not able to reach out to you.
All right. So, as we heard, the invitation is open. So now coming back to you, Tali, I mean, you just spoke about how your journey and how you're here doing what you are. So according to the courses that you've taken, I mean, most of the time you're hanging out with professionals, people with the same age. But now you're collaborating with kids. How's that like?
I love music. And so I have mixed everything together, and I have met an easy way and a hard way also. So when I designed the sequence, the workout routine sequence, this is what I do: low, bass, max. This is what I'm gonna do on fitness festival also. So there are lots of people, they are confused now. This is only for professionals. This fitness, the name it's like there are confusions. So fitness festival is for everybody. So so there are general people, they are gonna witness, like anybody can come and join. So the routine is gonna be like this: low, bass, max. So they can choose according to their own physical abilities. If they want a little bit, kind of like power training, speed training, it's gonna be there with the music. So music plays an important role, very, very important role. So for generals, for adults, they will get to know, they will choose the intensity. Now for kids, again, song plays an important role. We cannot play the random songs, and it really affects mind. The lyrics needs to be, needs to be choose according to their age, even the moves. So we, especially the dance trainers, they forget about the warm-up. Dance training any kind of training. These are the high intense activities. The trainers cannot go and teach the random steps. The kids will do it, no doubt, the kids will do it. At the same time, safety.
Yes.
Safety needs to be there. So things needs to be filled up by all our trainers. There are lots of trainers we have now, so it needs to be filled up. It needs to know the warm-up sessions. It's very important. Any activities, not only dance, but in other activities also. If they are doing especially the physical activities kind of stuff, so warm-up plays an important role. And music. So according to the age-wise, according to the grades, this is how we design the music and the moves. Safety for the kids, according,
Alright, that sounds pretty hectic, but that sounds fun too. Well, Nagaland is already called the land of festivals, so you can add the fitness festival on the list too. And now moving on. Now, ma'am, with this fitness festivals and with Hope and Spring Blossoms collaborating, according to you, how do you think such events will benefit the students of your respective schools?
See, in our school, we have students from the age group of 3 to 18 years old. And fitness is something that is, I will not say completely new to the Naga society. We are aware of it, we have heard it, we are into it, but incorporating that into our lifestyle is something new. And it's always good, as Talian mentioned, that we have to start with the younger generation because of the lifestyle that we want to produce later down the line. So if we start young, then it has some future scope to it. So we really want to collaborate with PAWF, A, because of fitness, B, because we have our own future goals set to it. And the good thing that happens with lifestyle changes is, as Sir mentioned, when you tap into the fitness category, you by default you make some changes into your life, some good changes, because kids of this age group, they have a high possibility of getting inclined to negative culture.
Yes.
It can be about drinks, it can be about alcohol, or anything as so forth. But when you tap into the fitness lifestyle, you make some certain changes, not because somebody wants you to make those changes, but you make those changes by yourself because you know it's hampering your body. So this is what we want later down the line. That is, we want our kids to make good, right choices for themselves, by themselves, not just because somebody is telling them to do. So that's why I think not just Hope Academy, but every school, every culture, every society must incorporate a little bit of fitness culture into the curriculum. It's extremely important.
With the current government really pushing to bring fitness and sports into the normal curriculum, and also by trying to get fitness and sports into the mainstream society, what is your point of view on this? And also, do you think this is the right move to be making at this point in time?
Yeah, see, my take on physical fitness and sports, as in our context, I believe there is not much motivation, or the government is not taking much interest in that. So I believe that as schools, we should not only depend on the government, to push forward or to promote fitness, but as a school, we should promote fitness through our own activities in schools. So earlier, this PE was an important and integral part of every school. But however, we see that, especially as I came across PAWF Nagaland through Tayan and Temjun, well, it was a different world. I thought like Zumba is all about fun and dancing. So we wanted to take that also as a part of our school because we thought children will enjoy. But later on, I learned that it is a different ball game. So you have a lot of things involved in, fitness. And yes, so herein in the schools in Nagaland, we believe we should start promoting fitness. And as mentioned earlier, we should take fitness as an integral part of every student and as a part of our normal, I should say, lifestyle.
Yeah.
So we are still on the topic of fitness, and to get a better idea as to what fitness actually means, I think looking at our panelists, I think this question has to go to Mr. Zain. So Zain, what according to you is fitness? I mean, like nowadays, is there a definite definition for what fitness is? And also, is it compulsory for somebody who to be called fit, to have a six-pack or to have a training regime? What is basically what is fitness?
See, if you look at fitness in depth, fitness is not only called fit for people who have six packs or who look jacked, who have more muscles. That doesn't mean fitness itself. A person who can weigh 100 kilos, is still flexible, still healthy, is also called fit. So it depends. There are three types of categories: endomorph, mesomorph, and ectomorph. So it depends in which category you fit in, and that's how if you feel you're healthy, medically you're fit, then you're fit to go. And about something about six packs, there's a huge misconception. Whenever a person walks into a gym, all he says is, I just want to reduce my belly, I want to make my abs. So let me tell that clearly. There's no such thing called spot reduction. You cannot reduce your belly fats, because whatever you eat, it doesn't fit only on your belly. Overall, it's distributed. So you need to overall work on your body. That's when you get your fats cut down. That's when you get your those abdominal muscles called rectus abdominis, those muscles which you normally have. Every one of us have six packs. It's just that you need to cut down the layer of fats in the skin. So that's how the six packs come. So that shouldn't be a goal, just achieving six packs. You need to be more fitter. You need to focus on your strength, endurance, stamina. I think then that's the main motto that's a better word to be fit.
Oh, right. So Lovis, since you're a trainer, I mean, you'll be interacting with your trainees. So I mean, like, is it compulsory that if you want to be fit, you have to go to the gym only? What about those people who do regular exercises at home? So would those people be eligible for being called fit? And also, according to you, you might have all the facilities and amenities, but how important is a good trainer?
Yes. Regarding the first question, yes, it's very easy to someone for someone to work out at home, but then as a professional, as a trained professional, we don't recommend that. Of course, it's important, but then in order to do something, you have to know the purpose. So, for example, if a random person go on and do some physical exercise at home, they might hurt themselves. So that is a very important thing. So as a trained professional, I would say that if you are putting in a simple word, if you don't have enough money for the gyms and all, you can just go for some few months, know what you have to do, or you can consult with the trainers, what to do, what not to do. Then you can come home and you can work out. So that is that should be done. So there is a misconception on the internet, saying anyone can be fit, anyone can work out at home, but then that's not completely true. Of course, we can do that, but then hurting yourself, we don't recommend that. So what we suggest everyone, what I would suggest is that you can consult someone, like a professional. You can come to us, our team, and then of course we will give you the consultation, what to do, what not to do, or if you have certain pain. So having the pain and then working out again, that's not good. So I would suggest you to visit any kind of gym or anywhere nearest to you, and then you can go on from there.
If you're a pro, if you know what you're doing, then obviously, anybody can work in their houses, or they can move to a park and they can do workouts. But if it's a beginner, you don't know how to start. So that's when gyms and other fitness industries, they play a big role. You have trainers there, we have ample equipments wherein you can train multiple parts of your body. So that's why gym has an advantage. working at home can be little, but how many of us, honestly, just there, how many of us are just working at home? Nobody does it. So you get that motivation also when you come to gym, you socialize with friends, you make a community among yourself. So that's how it works as a team. You have group classes as well. So when you talk about group classes, of course, PAWF Nagaland is there with us. So that's how gyms are also working in a group sessions.
What I've seen in our state is that anyone, by having little knowledge, they start calling themselves professionals. So that is very dangerous, I would say. So you can have all the equipments, okay, like you can invest anything, any amount, but then if you are not trained well, you're harming someone else you're training. So I would say that having enough knowledge to train someone. People who comes to us for the 4-hour service or go to gym, they're giving their life. Like they're giving their life, they're trusting us. So we can't just simply go on and knowing the basic knowledge of what to do, what not to do, and then training them. So I would say that this professionalism, that word professionalism, in our state, it's very controversial, I would say, because anyone can be professional, by going in YouTube's, doing some, taking some online classes and then calling themselves professional. That is very harmful to us and then to others as well. So, what I would suggest is that, if you're investing in yourself, and then if you want to do something, you have to give your 100%. It's not like there is no shortcut in anything. So I would say that in our field, if you want to train someone, you have to be trained. And for that training, you have to be consistent. You have to be, you have to be dedicated. So unless you are master in that line, you cannot call yourself professional. So yeah, I think that's the answer.
So like Lovi just said, I think a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. And now moving forward, Ma'am Shatoni just spoke about how the students these days are getting stuck to their technological devices. Well, technology has made our lives very comfortable, but in a way it's also brought the outdoor activity of our students very low. So ma'am, according to you, for this particular reason as to how technology is also helping us and is also hampering us, who is to blame?
See, I cannot blame anyone directly. However, this, I should say that it's not only the students or the children whom we should put the blame on, but partly we should also take the blame, the adults and the parents, because our society has come to such a stage that everything is very automatic. We want to live a very easy lifestyle, I should say, and everything should be fast. Everything should be done in a second, and we don't want to do anything which is difficult and hard. So, and also maybe we have started leading very comfortable life, I should say, and we have started adopting the Western culture and influence more, rather than depending on the physical activity or physical work. And so I feel that every one of us, every adult, every parent are equally responsible.
Coming to you, Ma'am Toshi, I mean, would you say that social media being quite relevant these days, how do you think that students, especially kids, they are highly influenced by social media?
Yes.
And also when it comes to putting DPs or profile pictures, we see a lot of six packs and we see a lot of cuts and the figures, So do you think this has a positive impact on the kids, or do you think somehow it twists the definition of what actually fitness means?
I think that's where our role becomes very important. They're just seeing what's out there in the universe. So that's where we need to up our game. We need to have the certain knowledge, not just me, but parents, adult, everybody that is in and around those child, they need to have the knowledge. They need to be up with their game. They need to be aware of what's happening. And coming to the six-pack culture, see, it can have both positive and negative aspect. Positive is that you can achieve that if you want to. That's the goal. Negative is that it doesn't happen overnight. You have to work for it. You have to make it a sustainable lifestyle, right? And when you make those choices, it does not just affect you personal being, but your mental being. That's where the mental being comes into being, right? And we really need to polish that part and make the child understand that you want that, you get it. But for that, you have to work hard, right? For that, you have to make certain changes in your life. And that's where the choices comes in. So I think depends on how you perceive it. Everything that is out there, we cannot say is bad, it's good, it's positive, and it's negative. Depends on how you execute that into our life. Depends on how we present it to them. So we need to be very aware of what's happening. And the DP thing, it might be a little out of the context, but yes, these days kids, almost everybody has Instagram. Everyone is into WhatsApp. We cannot always keep 24 check on the child, what they are doing and what they are not doing. But I think we need to consciously make an effort into making them understand that, okay, this is how you go about it. Because this is something, this kind of technologies are coming into being. Kids are picking it up, but they don't have the knowledge, the backup knowledge. They don't know the pros and cons. So if we can also help them out with that thing, I think it's going to really help us. And technology, yes, I think we cannot deny the fact that we need technology into our life. We have to adapt ourselves to it. We cannot say that we'll just do away with technology and have a life of our own. We will have to go with technology, but we need to also equip those kids, give them the certain knowledge, and that cannot happen just from the school point of view. Parents, elders, adults, everybody will have to up their game.
Right. As Nagaland is witnessing the boom of the gym culture, we are also seeing a boom in the dietary supplementary sector. And we are facing a very dangerous trend in which beginners are starting to just use supplements without proper advice. So, Zeen, what are supplements? And also, what are steroids? Who uses steroids and who uses supplements? And how is it kind of like a prescription thing?
See, yes, supplements actually came in India very late. Say like late 90s, the trend started. So that's the only problem we have is we have less knowledge about supplements. Even a pregnant woman is also given a supplement. So people don't have the knowledge of what is supplement exactly. It's nothing but minerals, vitamins, and proteins, all this you get with that. So if your diet is good, and if you're a normal person, not doing more of resistance workouts, not working out heavily, then you don't, if your diet is proper, then you don't need supplements. But professional athletes who's been training rigorously, who's been lifting heavy over the years, so supplement is a bridge to achieve their goals. But people have a misconception, when they say supplements itself says it is a supplement. It's not a replacement or it's not a substitute. So you need to add this with your diet. With your proper diet, you need to add this. So just having supplements, you will not achieve any physique, or you will not achieve any of your desired goals, fitness goals. So you'll have to be very cautious there. And let me educate this, India is one of the biggest market of fake supplements. So you need to be very cautious. You need to stick to those reputed brands like On, Muscle Tech. There are a lot of brands. So you need to stick with them. You need to check the barcodes when you're purchasing it. And of course they have this dietary, usage directions there. So you need to follow that. So supplements, I would say, are important because how do you know how much zinc are you eating, how much sodium are you eating, how much iron you have in your body, how much calcium. So all this, adds up. So you can take multivitamins. Anybody can take supplements. So that's it about supplements. And when it comes to steroids, steroids are very harmful substance. Everybody knows it. So see, when you're taking steroids, only professionals take it. So you sign a bond paper saying that you're ready to take any sort of risk. So it can give you a lot of side effects over the years of using steroids. So younger generation has to stay away from it, because unless and until you're not going to compete to that level, so you need to be very far from it. Naturally, with proper dietary supplements, you can achieve that physique, but steroids, I think we have to be a little far from that.
All right, so Zain just spoke about the importance of diet. Well, us Nagas, we've got so many delicacies and so many options that we kind of forget that we are actually working out also. So Tayan, for yourself and also for your organization, and one of the goals of PAWF is that your success is our goal.
Yes.
So to achieve that success, how important is diet?
I think what you eat is what you are, and getting the right knowledge is so important. As PAWF Nagaland, we are dedicated to professionalism. So just one of us has mentioned that anybody can become anybody in Nagaland, you know. For example, Zumba instructor. Somebody would just learn something from the YouTube and he's or she's a Zumba instructor in Nagaland. Or supposedly somebody would just choreograph a piece for a church and he or she herself will call a choreographer, right? So that's something which is going on, which is so wrong. So for us, what we do is we make sure that we hook the people together, we bridge the gap. So this person who comes to us, we know what the person needs after we do all the BMIs and check where we need to work out and all of that. We always mention that 70% is what you eat and 30% is what you are doing right now with us. So eating plays the right importance. So what we do is we have our team, professional team, nutritionists, counselors, all of them. We hook them up. We let them meet, have a consultation for free from us. When somebody takes our membership, we hook them up to the right person, and that's how they start the eating right. It's not about dieting, I would say, because you cannot diet forever. You know, entire life you cannot go on dieting. So it is the way that you eat has to be at the right path. You know, it is something that you can practice throughout your life. So that is what we aim for. So whenever like for example, yes, we have people coming with problems, right? Obesities, you know, those we work very differently. So there are certain categories how we work in different areas. So we always take professional help. Yes.
So through the panelists, we've come to know about two terms. One is the group exercises and something else is called the gym. So Tamjan, according to you, what differentiates PAWF with your traditional gym?
It's very simple, because in gym you will get lots of equipments. In group exercise, trainer is the gym or she is the gym. So the trainers in group exercise, we make sure that the trainers who are standing, who are coaching, there will be a bunch of peoples. There are people who are suffering from diabetes, lots of problems. So alternative exercise needs to make sure they are doing well. Yeah, the techniques needs to be neat and clean. If they are having some difficulties, give them some options, because for 2 minutes, 3 minutes workout routine, that's just a warm-up sessions. Even in the warm-up sessions, some of the members start giving up. Now that person it's having some physical difficulties, so that presence of mind needs to be there, not only the body, but the presence of mind needs to be there for those who are participating. So the gym, you see, example like me, we are focusing more on how to let our member lose weight. That's our goal. In group exercise, mostly the members, they come to lose weight, to gain thin, and we have to keep something for everybody. Some of them are doing only the cardio, they might gonna get bored. They need some strength training also. So, and we make sure like there is something for everybody for 1 hour workout. Some of them, they are coming here with us only for cardio sessions, so they can focus on cardio. Some of them, they want to develop strength. Then we have strength training also in between. So they can come and they can join in 1 hour workout, that is group exercise. Now in gym, you have lots of equipments. You want to work for the back, if you have knowledge, you just go and work out in 1 hour, if you are very busy people. And like Toto said, professional consultancy is needed for the beginners. And we are so happy that we can see the gym everywhere now, and we can also see the trainers now. We have available trainers, we have good trainers. So you just go check out the facilities, and if you are comfortable with it, you join. Nobody is forcing you to go and get fit or get in shape. It's your choice end of the day. And yeah, in group exercise is the trainer is the gym, and the gym is the equipment.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
That was a nice way to put it. As we are running short of time, I still have one question, and I think this is going to be one of the most important questions on this show. Well, one of the rising problems that we are seeing in kids these days is mental health issues. Amongst them, depression is amongst one of them. All right, so to the teachers and the school representatives here, how would you correlate fitness in a child's mental health, to a child's mental health? And do you also think that somehow through fitness, you are also self-motivated and also self-aware, and you're happy, individually happy? So do you think that the relation is existent?
Extremely. Over the course of time, Hope Academy has always incorporated and believed in fitness. We always had a fitness regime into our curriculum, and after PAWF came into being, we have always collaborated with them. We also have Taekwondo in the picture. So fitness has always been the goal, and what we see with the fitness culture that is taking place in the school curriculum is the students are coming out more confident, right? Because not every child is academically excellent, right? So a child might be excellent in academic, and another child might be very good in athleticism, right? So fitness is kind of promoting that other talent in him, and he or she is also feeling, I am very much present in the picture. So the most important thing that fitness does is it gives you confidence, because see, even if within us, different age group, people, we all have different shapes and sizes, and somebody might be the tiniest person in the room, underconfident. Somebody might be the monster in the room, underconfident. But when you get into the fitness culture, the good thing that happens is that you motivate each other. You help each other. And there is that constant encouragement there. So fitness is something that really helping in child's personality development. And when it comes to the mental being, we're always keeping a check on each other. So I think that is very important. So fitness definitely is playing a very vital role, and over the course of time I believe that there will be more bigger spectrum where we can invade and make the child's education and make the child holistic development into the best form.
Ma'am, how about you?
Well, like for Spring Blossoms Academy, we believe that every child, they have something in them, the potential, the innate potential and the latent potential. And for the children to explore and expose that, we need to develop those things. So it's, as I said earlier, it's not about academics always, but it's also about the overall well-being of each child, and their fitness plays a vital role. So when you are fit physically, then you are mentally strong. And also, when, you know, during these times, we see that there is a lot of depression in young children. Why? Because of all the things, you know, unnecessary things, I should put it, that is happening in their life, and also because of the media, the electronic gadgets and all that. So that is really affecting the mental health of children. And there is also this peer pressure, and also the children, they want to be accepted in the society, and they have the low self-esteem, and this kind of, like, you know, mental issues are affecting the children. So I believe that once we take and inculcate and incorporate fitness in school, the children, you know, there's a saying that this is an old saying that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So that is exactly what will happen to the children. So I believe that every school, and especially Spring Blossoms Academy, always believes that, you know, physical fitness and also mental health should be at par.
Thank you so much, panelists, for joining me on this special show. As you've heard from our guest today on the show, where we spoke about fitness, and from the professional side of it, fitness is a choice, it's a lifestyle. Nobody can force that on you. So it all depends on your dedication, commitment, you being consistent, and also you being disciplined. Like we just had to hear, which was pretty sad to hear, is that the Nagas, we lack discipline. So that's one sector we can grow upon. And also, hearing the side from the school's perspective, we also have come to know how fitness impacts the student's life in their day-to-day daily activities, with confidence to self-esteem, to happiness, and also motivation. I think fitness, according to our guests and the school representatives, they have made it clear that there is no substitute to fitness when to the holistic development of a student. And also a small reminder, it's on the 5th of November, the Fitness Festival, and it's going to be held in Don Bosco. So wherever you fitness freaks are, you should definitely drop by and also take part in what we learned today as called the group exercises. So I'm sure the PAWF is going to be really happy to be training all of you there. So with this, we come to the end of the show. We hope that Nagaland will definitely get fitter soon, and keep watching ONBEL TV.